Today I'm going to show you how I made this table saw stand with room for the shop vac underneath. Let's see how we got it done. The first thing I'm doing is measuring the clearance I need to fit my shop vac underneath the stand. My table saw is going to end up a little higher than ideal to accommodate the shop vac, so I want to make sure I leave just enough room underneath. Then I'll set my guide for the circular saw and rip down some plywood scraps left over from a Murphy bed project to be the side panels that will support the stand. After I cut my pieces for the top of the stand off camera, I placed the saw on top and measured for 3 thin strips that will create a wall around the base of the saw so it can't slip off the edge. I clamped them in place and just screwed them down from above. Next I ripped down 4 more strips of plywood to sit perpendicular to the side panels at the front and at the back to complete the legs, making sure to cut the front strips more narrow than the back so the shop vac has enough room to roll in and out. I drilled for a whole bunch of pocket screws, put some glue on the side panels, clamped it square, and started screwing everything together. I realized I would need a cross support along the back that wouldn't interfere with the vacuum, so I cut a scrap to length and attached that with pocket screws as well. After attaching the front leg supports, I also doubled up with another piece of plywood on the underside of the top. Because I made this from scraps, I didn't have a single piece large enough for the top. I sanded everything flush and rounded over the sharp corners a bit. Then we were ready to see how everything fit. I did end up putting some rubber feet on the bottom after filming. The stand itself is not very heavy, so I wanted to make sure I had some traction on the ground as I push wood through the saw, so the whole stand doesn't end up sliding. Then I wrapped up with some step-down casters, so I can easily roll it out from the wall when it's in use. I'll link to those as well as my new super quiet DeWalt shop vac in the description. If you learned something and enjoy this type of video, a like or a comment really helps out the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.